Hi everyone, it's Jay from Mitosu Crafts. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to the Global Stampin' Video Hub with the theme of DIY Homemade Christmas. For today, I'll be creating a hanging decoration, a Christmas decoration using the delicate Baubles dies. It does coordinate and comes as a bundle with the bright Bauble stamp set as well. But I'll only be using the delicate Baubles dies for today's demonstration. And from that, I will be using the Joy die on silver foil. So the silver foil specialty pack comes in a pack of three in three different tones. So you have light, medium, and dark, as you can see, hopefully, from the pack there. I've also got a piece of adhesive sheet just to make it easier to adhere the die cut. And the adhesive sheet does come in a huge pack as well there. For the outline, I have gone ahead and die cut myself two in mint macaron just for the base of the hanging decoration. And I have glittered organdy ribbon from the mini catalog and the silver trim from the Simply Elegant Trim combo pack right there. For the pattern paper, or DSP in Stampin' Up terms, designer series paper, I've chosen this one from the Whimsy and Wonder Suite, but you can use any designer series paper, and that's just 12 inches wide, and I'll just cut that down. So we'll cut the DSP in 3/4 of an inch or 1.9 centimeters, and that's just going to be across there, and that's all you need for the DSP. Now to do this one, you just choose which side is going to be the outer edge and the inner edge, and then just roll it against your finger to curl it. And what you want to do is you're gonna staple that in, or you can use glue dot. It might just be easier to staple it in. I forgot that if you're making loads of this, it's probably best to score at 1/2 inch on one end or 1.3 centimeters. And that's just so you can use that as a guide and know where you're going to place that on top, so all of your decoration will be the same. Score line, and I'm just gonna staple twice on the outer edges, and we're gonna have that on top of our hanging decoration. Now, to create a hole, you can use a hole punch as well, a mini one, but I'm just gonna use the take your pick tool because it has got a piercing tool at the end, and place it on your pierce mat. Find the center point and just pierce from the bottom up. Hopefully, no, you couldn't see that, but I just pierce it in the center that way. Make it slightly bigger if you want to, but you don't want it too big because you want your silver trim to go through that. Okay, so that is now done. We have that one. We have two of our mint macaron. We're going to die cut the Joy in silver foil, but before we do that, we're gonna add the adhesive sheet. Okay, so you just need this at the back. So on the adhesive sheet, it has got a couple of panels on there, but just take off the panel and find where the sticky bit is. So I'm just gonna put that at the back there. So take that off, place it at the back so the sticky bit is on there, and I'm just gonna add the tiny bit on top there. So this way, when we die cut it, we can adhere it easily. So just cut off any excess at this point, just because you don't want those sticky bits sticking onto your die cutting machine. I'll just cut off the end there. Right, so we're gonna go ahead and die cut this in the corner like so. I'm just gonna use the mini stamping cut and emboss machine because it will fit. So just place that on, make sure it's within that. We're independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrators based in the UK, so if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, or the Netherlands, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin' Up! Products from our online shop. So just double check that you've got prominent die cut lines. If not, just run that through a few more times, add some shims if needed, just to make sure that it has die cut through the silver foil as well as the adhesive sheet. Check out the description below for the product list, as well as the next link for the Global Stampin' Video Hub for more DIY homemade Christmas ideas and inspirations. There we go, we got the die cut topper, and we're just going to adhere that on one of the mint macaron base. So to take off the backing, just find an area where you can take off the adhesive sheet backing and pick that out. And hopefully that should come out easily. So remember, I did use 2 panels of adhesive sheets. So just find the other one and take that off. So just adhere that on the mint macaron, placing it centrally, and turn it over and just stick that down. There we go. So easy peasy so far, and we're just going to finish this up. So we've already done the whole. I've got about 12" of silver trim. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a knot on the top. So depending on how big you want the hanging part is, you can do that. So you want the knot probably 2" or 1.5". From there, it is a big hanging there. There's a lot of excess, but that's fine because we are going to create another loop on there just to make sure that there's enough there to use as a stopper. So I've just created double knot, and we're gonna feed that through the hole. So just fold that in half and feed that through. So now we have that. We're just going to add mini glue dot on the top there. I'm gonna leave the second one blank. Of course, you can die cut another piece, or you can personalize it, write your message, or use the playful alphabets and then have the person's initial on there. So just place your bauble on the table, gauge how far you want this up or down in the center, and then just press your trim down on there. Just make sure that both trim tails are flat on the mini glue dot like so. Now test it out and see if it's hanging, and if you do have a circular border. So I think that's quite high myself, so I'm just gonna lower that down. So there we go. I have created I've stick that down centrally, and I'm just gonna add this at the back with Tombow. If the trim does go over, you could always trim it down, but it looks okay, but I will just trim that down. So just add adhesive on there, and then if we just place that over, right at the back, and just make sure it does fit in nicely. And to finish up, we're gonna add the glittered organdy ribbon and tie a knot. So really tightly knot it, and then pull that down all the way down on the base, and then just shape your ribbon. And then to finish up, we're just going to trim the ribbon closer to the hanging. Just make sure that it's nice and tidy. There we go. So I did work on it a little bit more, and it's created a teardrop, which I don't mind. I created another version here, which is a bit more circular, so just be aware of that. So which one do you prefer, the Merlot or the mint macaron? I've also created other different hanging decoration using Demonstrators paper. This one is like a finished star using just strips of DSP there, which you can hang instead of the die cut baubles. If you want it larger, you can create other home decor or frame it and again personalize it with the playful alphabets. That's both using the Whimsy and Wonder DSP. I've done bigger ones as well for shadow box frame. On there you can just put that on with the year as well, would look nice. But I really like this piece here, another hanging decoration or wreath using the poinsettia dies and creating stars using paper. So would you like to see a video tutorial creating this one as well? Subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so, and let us know in the comments below. Well, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this hanging decoration idea and try it out for yourself. Thanks again for joining me today. Until next time, bye!